Atomic Shop and more content for the game, but they don't actually fix the stuff that was already.
Yeah, that was another frustrating thing about it. I don't know.
That's not everything. They fix some stuff, but not like big things.
Real quick.
There's a link in our call chat, I think. Is it in this chat?
Resident Evil?
No, give me a second.
I don't know. You want to know?
Here, it's in 1 second, Jeremy. I know you want to do the cold open and
Wait,
act like we're all surprised and oh no, we don't know that the podcast has started. Give me a second. All right, so in the chat of the call, I linked the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can, from there in the top right, you can click to all the different years.
Oh, that I already have.
Bottom of that page, there's the list of all the things that came out in that thing that you're looking at. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's watching. And we're gonna pick our favorite thing.
Oh, that's right, because
for each of the things.
Matt didn't know
from
about
the year
this
2010.
Okay.
No, no spoilers.
I don't understand.
Yeah, Matt, don't.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
It's not that big of a deal. We'll explain the rules.
I just want to make sure that you had the link.
Yeah, we'll explain the rules when we get there. I do want to get.
I'm sorry, Jerry. Hey. Let's just get back to talking normally because we're
talking normally about the
recorded.
things. I do want to get mad about that. You've already spoiled it for me. Reed, you spoiled my fucking joke, and on top of that, you exposed me to the entire fucking audience that it was a joke and that it wasn't spontaneous and that it was all planned out. That I planned out all my fucking jokes. Oh, Jeremy's a fucking hack. Ah!
The internet already knows that, Jeremy.
You said it before I could.
But I do want to get mad about one thing though, like actually mad about a thing.
That is what you get. That's what you get for fucking doing another Fallout discussion. You weren't even recording it.
Okay, hold up. No. Hold on, because
those goddamn trains gonna run the entire podcast?
I told you he was gonna get mad about that. I knew he was gonna get mad.
I'm not mad.
No. I knew Matt was gonna get mad about the trains.
That's because you don't watch the podcast. It's so distracting.
I do watch the podcast. I have it on screen.
I can't even hear any trains.
Yeah, your glasses are immune.
But no, okay.
What?
Stop distracting me, because I want to get mad about a thing, and I know I told you guys.
Oh, the visual, the background.
Yeah, the background.
Oh, that's right. That reminds me. I need to fucking buff our viewer numbers by watching the podcast. We're giving away all the secrets tonight. Man.
I was gonna say, yeah. Hey guys, welcome. Have a look at our back door. You can see all the shady shit we do on Twitter or on Twitch.
The part where we deal coke.
But no, I want to get mad about a thing because I've been bottling up this rage all fucking week, so I could talk about it. So I could talk about it tonight. So I went to go see the new Star Wars movie.
Oh, I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. I'm
not. All right, good. That was my next question. Was have you guys seen it? So I don't spoil it for you.
I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Let me tell you, regardless of what I tell you, regardless of what I actually do spoil. You're going to be equally disappointed. But that's not what I'm mad about. I'm mad about I went on like New Year's Day. I went to go see it.
That was a mistake.
Well, no, because it was fucking empty as shit. I had the whole theater to myself. There was one other guy in there.
Who the fuck wants to... I mean, they already have the headache from the Hangover. They don't need another one from the movie.
Yeah. But we go in, me and my sister, we sit down, and I was like, hold on, I paid for a 3D movie. Like, what? Do we not have 3D glasses? So I go out, I go back to the lady who scanned our tickets. I'm like, hey, were we supposed to have 3D glasses? And she's like, oh, you were Star Wars, right? It's like, yeah. She says, yeah, sorry about that. Here you go. I was like, okay, cool. I figure, you know what? While I'm out here, why don't I get some popcorn? It's a movie. You get popcorn, right?
Not for free.
It's a movie. I go to the line. I'm sitting there waiting in line for the next register to open, and this fucking homunculus of a human being, and his girlfriend, wife, whatever, comes up behind me, and turns out these folks had seen the new Star Wars.
Oh no!
And they sit there and they start talking about it for a little bit, and they're like, it's like pretty innocuous conversation. It's just, yeah, I don't know, I wasn't like a super big fan, or oh yeah, I actually really liked it. Read your grayscale now.
Let's go black and white, Reed. I'll join you.
But then it happens. I'm just sitting there, minding my own business, and they drop a major spoiler for the movie, like something that isn't revealed until like halfway through the movie, and like one of the big like key moments. I'm just sitting there.
So what's your problem?
Fucking seething. Because you don't go to a fucking movie theater, Matt. You don't go to a goddamn movie theater and talk about the spoilers of the movies that have just come out. That have just fucking come out, Matt. Star Wars is a brand new movie. And I knew I was going to hate it. I knew I was going to be disappointed by it. But I at least wanted to be surprised.
I heard it was good.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
No, it was not good.
Oh. I was worried about going because I was afraid it was going to be bad, but...
I'll let you down. I'll let you down now. It's
was
pretty...
it a good movie or not? It just didn't have like certain stuff you wanted, or was it actually a bad movie in terms of like?
Part of the issue is that they have to spend half of the movie retconning the last movie.
So they tried to fix stuff.
So
that's good.
They try to fix stuff, but because they're trying to spend the whole movie trying to fix the last movie rather than make a new movie, they're going at like 1 trillion miles an hour, and the entire movie is blink and you'll miss it.
Really?
So yeah, I remember.
Why didn't they just make it longer?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know if that's a good thing if they made it longer.
They got away with it with Lord of the Rings.
It ended up like Lord of the Rings.
Saying Lord of the Rings is a fan-fucking-tastic series of movies.
I own the extended versions too. They're
Me
definitely
too.
worth watching.
But no, so I watched the Red Letter Media. I watched about half of their review on it, and one of them brought up was talking about how they got up to go to the bathroom during the movie, and they came back and were like, what did I miss? And they missed like 11 plot points in the time it took them to go to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Because yeah, it was just, the movie's just go, 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 go. Here's a scene, set it up, take care of the thing, go. Next scene, set it up, take care of the thing, go. There was very little, they just had to get so much done that they didn't have time for things like character development.
They did some stuff like that in the original Star Wars movies, though, didn't they? Like,
not really.
Like
no, there was a lot of
quick introductions of.
Well, there's quick introductions just to bring the character in, but they weren't just rattling through like one after another scene. It was, quick scene to get you introduced to a character. Okay, now let's develop who the character is.
So they're like skipping around, like to just bam, you're in a whole different scenario. Like there's no like transition.
Well, they go to several planets, which is fine. The problem is there's just a lot of things. Like there's a lot that I could explain, but not without giving you specific examples. And I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay. So what you were upset about, like one of my friends posted on social media that they were in line to see it on opening day, or not opening day. I'm sorry. Obviously it wasn't because of what happened to them. They were in line to see it. They were like waiting to like get their tickets checked or whatever. And, people in line behind them had already seen it and were just spoiling everything.
Yes, that was
turn around and call them out.
That was me that posted that.
No, it was.
Oh, a different friend. So this happened to multiple people. Is this like a thing?
Yeah,
Josh.
You know what?
No.
You know what? Actually, that sounds like the kind of thing that like a 4chan troll would do.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we're just ignoring what you're saying.
All right.
But to answer your question, Reed, no, I didn't turn around and yell at the person behind me because I didn't want to make a scene. I didn't want to make a scene in the middle of the movie.
Don't make a scene. Just like, hey, bro, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm actually about to go see that movie. Can you just, shut the fuck up and be a decent
This is the thing. I knew that I wasn't just going to be able to be like, hey, man, stop being an asshole.
Yeah.
I knew I was
saying, "Hey, stop being an asshole."
I knew that I was going to fucking yell at someone. I'm not going to be nice to the motherfucker that just spoiled the movie for me. Are you fucking kidding me? Whoever you are.
You should have known it was coming though once they started talking about Star Wars, the movie itself. So that would have been your time to be like, "Hey, please don't spoil anything."
I like that I'm so used to yelling at Reed that I just instinctually, anytime I'm mad, go, "Are you fucking kidding me, Reed?"
Yeah, just everybody who makes you mad. They just their face transmorphs.
God damn it! These fucking trains! I can't stop looking at them.
Well, here's the thing, right? Is that fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, he's probably not even being an asshole, right? I mean, he's just not even thinking about it, right?
Well, yeah, not everybody's intelligent.
Because here's the thing.
Believe me, I'm aware of that.
Right? Let's say you're on a date. You take your date to the movies. You see all these posters. And let's say you guys, he's like, oh, last movie I saw was like 2 days ago. I saw the Star Wars movie. Because you're just reminded to talk about movies, and you're in a movie theater. That's what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And what are you going to talk about? The fucking weather? No, that's
No, that's the.
And so
I don't
going to talk about it. And so if you just communicate to him like, haven't seen it, then he's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, and then he'll just like not do that.
Yeah, but Jeremy likes to bottle up his rage, so it was like a fueling. He was at a fueling station for it. It was like, oh, here's a good opportunity for me to fuel up some rage.
I'm just sitting there with the fucking like fueling pump stuck inside me, just angry.
I just like the fuel pump just like straight up.
Oh yeah,
pumping liquid rage right into him.
Well, yeah, and the only time you interrupt those people from spoiling the Star Wars stuff is so you can bend over and say, turn around, look at him, and say, "Okay, just could you please insert here?"
No, I knew.
Now you can continue.
I knew that I wasn't going to be able to be nice about it, so I didn't say anything because I knew that if I turned around, I would have called the man a homunculus to his face, and I don't want to be the guy who gets in a fight because I called somebody a homunculus.
Well, just pretend that you don't know what the word homunculus means. It's like, oh, I thought it was a compliment.
Listen here, you fucking homunculus. Oh my god. Hey, we've been live for about 12 minutes now. Let's talk about some video games. Welcome back to the Not Important Gaming Podcast. That was our extended intro. Let's talk about Stalker 2 actually, because I'm excited about this. Stalker 2 announced, I believe it was last week actually, that they're going to be using the Unreal Engine to create their game, and they will be talking about digital platforms at a later date. I think that's actually really exciting. Thumbs down? Why thumbs down?
Oh, I'm just stretching my arms.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think stalking is a crime. I don't think it should be glorified in video games, and I think that people have a right to privacy. Well, I'm firmly against this.
The good news is, at no point during the game Stalker do you actually stalk anyone.
That doesn't make any sense, Jeremy. If that wasn't
That's
the case,
why it's
then
called Stalker.
Yeah, just like the game Bully is all about bullying.
It's all about bullying people. That's exactly what happens. Don't take my gameplay as an example of how Bully should be played, because I absolutely did bully the absolute shit out of everybody I ran into. But Bully is not a game about bullying. Stalker is not a game about stalking. Stalker is a game about.
Can you stalk people in Stalker?
I mean, not really. The AI in Stalker was pretty fucking jank.
Can you do it though? It's
a 7-letter acronym. The best kind of acronym because it's 7 letters long.
Do you really have to Google that? You could have asked me.
No, but I know that it has periods in between the letters.
Yeah.
Do you shoot people in this video game?
You do shoot people in the video game.
So not only does it encourage stalking, it encourages murder and
violence for people.
Are you Jack Thompson? Is this your Jack Thompson impersonation?
Just a bit.
Are you gonna start going on about how Postal incites people to violence next?
It does.
It's
a game about anarchy.
It incited me to violence.
It's not a game about anarchy,
I missed
though.
the window to get the game for free.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yep.
Dude, you missed out because Postal 2 is the shit.
Eh.
It's one of the
Yeah, you get to run
funniest.
around and destroy stuff.
It's one of the funniest games I've ever played. It's it's totally fucked up.
That reminds me.
But yeah, Stalker 2 is gonna be using the Unreal Engine. That's pretty cool.
Stalker was a good game. I haven't played it, but I've watched my friends play it.
Stalker's a very good game.
It's not my thing,
Mhm.
but I know people that have enjoyed it, and it was a good functional game. So Stalker 2 is most likely a continuance of that.
3
We're
months.
just giving Jeremy shit.
3 months after launch, Untitled Goose Game passes 1 million copies sold. I still am not one of the people who's bought a copy of that game. I need to.
It's also a game that entices bad behavior.
Yeah, you wouldn't want games encouraging people to be a goose.
It's a goose causing mischief.
Don't want mischief in our society.
You know, this game is a very interesting like anecdote for me.
Yeah.
Thinking, because I watched somebody play this game on Twitch. And I don't have a desire to purchase this game anymore.
Goose
I
Game?
feel like I got a lot of that game. I got out of that game what it really is.
That's fair. I mean, so from what I understand, it's a pretty short game, and the entire like shtick, from what I understand, is just the game sets you up to
Have you
tell a
played
joke.
it or seen it played?
I've seen
at
like
any length of time.
I've seen
'Cause
clips.
It's also like there's some puzzle elements and things
Yeah.
like that, but it's just fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I almost feel like watching an entertaining streamer is the best way to consume that game.
So, to a certain extent, would you describe it as streamer bait then?
No, because that has
like
a connotation to
Because
it.
like Goat Game was, or Goat Simulator was a streamer bait game, right? Surgeons.
No, I feel like that was YouTube bait.
Well, yeah, but YouTube that's just back then. People weren't streaming; people were on YouTube. It's the same fucking thing.
Then it's not streamer bait, was it?
It's the same fucking thing functionally.
It was PewDiePie bait.
Surgeon Simulator, games like that are meant for streamers to play, and then people to QWOP.
Getting over it. What is just different shit like
every one of those like RPG Maker horror games.
How much total gameplay is there for the Goose Game?
It's like 2 to.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's more than a handful of hours.
Depends. Like if you're doing a completionist here, there's a website for this.
I'm just thinking like, I mean, obviously, like the funny part of the game is like causing a little mischief and like tricking people and causing problems, but like.
So main story. This is from the website howlongtobeat.com.
Mm-hmm.
Untitled Goose Game is 3 hours. Main story plus extras is 3.5. Completion.
What's the price? Sorry.
$20.
$20.
What would you say for completionist?
5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Would you think that a $60 game is worth $15 or 15 hours of gameplay?
Depends on the quality of those 15 hours, honestly.
I mean, is there replayability after that where you can just mess around?
That's a major.
Yeah. Well, think about it too like this. Like, how much does a movie ticket cost? Like $12.
I mean, should they be on the same scale as movies?
No, I don't think so.
Well, no, kind of a little bit, right?
I generally fall under like the dollar an hour philosophy.
Yeah, but then movies are never worth it.
But dude, I also don't often go to the movie theater.
That's fair.
I feel like you should be able to get an hour of enjoyment out of the game.
It's like a lot of enjoyment in that 1 hour.
There is, well, that's what I was gonna say, is there is to a certain degree caveat, because I've absolutely gotten way more enjoyment out of something like Titanfall, which I paid like $30 for and maybe finished it in like 8 hours, than I have a lot of JRPGs that I've sunk like way too much time into, and not had a great time during that time.
Those aren't really your bread and butter anyway, though, right? Well, I guess JRPG is WoW. So that was
Depends.
your bread and butter.
No,
WoW.
WoW is not a JRPG. Yeah, absolutely not a JRPG.
I mean, it's an MMORPG.
No, WoW is a classic JRPG. Everybody
It's
knows this,
right up there with the big hits like Final Fantasy VII.
It's right there in the same conversation. You can't Final Fantasy VII,
World of Warcraft,
Dragon Quest, and then World of Warcraft.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah, my other favorite JRPG is Tetris. That's one of my just go-tos. You know.
So I'm not okay. So
JRPGs.
I get bored with JRPGs too. There've been like maybe a couple Final Fantasies that I was able to stick with, but like Final Fantasy 15 was fun at first, and then I was like, okay, this is basically the whole game.
Well, Final Fantasy 15 was a fucking travesty. So like,
I think I only could put like 3 hours.
Was a way better JRPG.
Final Fantasy 15 had everything going for it, and it went nowhere.
It visually was fantastic. Made a lot of cool stuff in it.
It went everywhere, Jeremy. You're
some of the combat was
driving there.
Cool.
That was the problem.
You know, like you like get like jump up onto like the edge of a rock, and then you like come back down and do an attack, and the combat wasn't bad, but I had trouble like staying interested in the rest of it.
No, my problem was with the story, and that's the big thing. Is JRPGs need a story to carry them. They need a good story, one that can convince you to care about the characters and convince you to care about what's happening. Mm-hmm. And I spent so much time in Final Fantasy 15 going, "Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck are you?
I kept.
What are you doing?"
The guy who's yelling at the cat.
I kept upgrading my car because I was like, okay, this is the only thing that's like keeping my interest is like upgrading my car.
That's exactly what Tyler said too, because he played that game when I lived with him, and I remember like coming down and being like, "Thank God you can get more enjoyment out of this than I am," because I'm really disappointed that I bought this. And he goes, "Oh, I don't give a shit about the story. I just want to see how cool I can make this car."
Yeah. I feel like a lot of JRPGs have kind of fallen. I really need to get Octopath Traveler.
You need to get fucking Persona 5. Persona 5 is a primo tier JRPG.
Yeah.
Cared about the characters, cared about the story. I really liked what was happening. It's
overhyped.
I disagree.
It's like The Witcher. It's hard to break into that.
It's like Dota 2.
No one expects anything from Dota 2.
Hey, we haven't talked about any of our topics yet.
Yeah, let's just tag the Steam. Let's just tag the Steam one to make sure we get
the Steam Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit the Steam Awards.
30 minutes in.
I thought we did that like 2 podcasts ago.
We did
we talked about the nominations. We didn't talk about the actual winners. So we get to find out if all my votes for Artifact.
On the first, the Steam Awards winners were announced. Excuse me. And we have them here now. They've actually been taken down from the Steam page now, so I have to pull it up on the website.
Did you scroll? Are you spoiled yet? Do you know?
Oh yeah, I know. I already looked.
I have.
At all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we end with Game of the Year or start with Game of the Year? I feel like we should end with it.
And so you want me to scroll all the way to the bottom then?
Why do you want to end with Game of the Year? Because it's a big surprise.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's not a big.
It's the biggest award, right?
That's fair. All right, I'm scrolling down all the way down to the bottom. That was wow. Okay, so Reed, I will need you to read the. I'll need you to.
The 2019 winner for outstanding visual style is Gris.
There you go.
Or should I say Gris? For our one French viewer.
How do you know what order it's in, Reed? Are you looking at it too?
I am looking at it too. And it says this one is these devs are the Willy Wonka of I can't. Oh, we already read this last.
Yeah, we already read this last time. Gris. Hey,
it is very visually stimulating.
Sure.
I don't think this is
good job with your pastel colors.
I still feel like
it's not pastel. Look at
I meant to say water. I meant to say watercolor.
Yeah, watercolor. I still feel like Subnautica or Katana Zero deserved it more.
Subnautica?
Yeah, Subnautica's got a very interesting visual style.
I have a negative bias towards Gree, mostly because I saw the Yahtzee review and
What's
whatnot.
significantly new about
Subnautica?
Aquatic? Yeah, Subnautica's.
It's just a
visual.
very like unique and vibrant. Like, I can't think of another game that has that kind of like bright visual style that still is somehow
Spore.
like creepy.
Spore.
Well, Spore is creepy for the wrong reasons. Also, Spore came out in like what, fucking 2001.
I'm just saying, you said you couldn't think of anything that's vibrant and creepy. Spore. The little creature that you see right there, that looks like something out of Spore. I made that, but with more testicles.
All right, what's the next one?
Category. 2019 best game you suck at. And
Rainbow Six.
The nominees are Mordhau, Code Vein, Hunt, Remnant, From the Ashes, and Mortal Kombat 11.
That's probably going to be Hunt then.
Mortal Kombat 11.
What?
The only reason I think Mortal Kombat 11 won is because it's the only recognizable title on that list.
What?
How is
There's a ton of games that are recognizable. Mordhau?
Okay, no.
Hunt?
Neither of those games are household titles.
For PC gamers?
Yeah, if you're a casual gamer,
yeah, I agree with that. There's a lot of people on Steam.
Yep.
What were the other options?
Mordhau, Code Vein, Hunt, Remnant from the Ashes.
I still don't know what Remnant from the Ashes is.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's,
or Code Vein.
From everything I've heard, Remnant from the Ashes is like Dark Souls with guns. And Code Vein is Dark Souls but anime.
Yeah.
So what, it's a single player story in Mortal Kombat 11? Pretty tough?
No, I think it's just people getting styled on in the multiplayer.
Well, it's not about... The award isn't for the game being tough. It's the best game you suck at.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the same thing?
No, because
I'd argue
yes. It's not the game you suck at the most, or the game that you suck at because it's hard. It's the game that you suck at, which could be a lot of different games.
But it's also a really good game.
So, it's hard to suck at Glee because it's like it's a I don't know. It's like
so
a
does what
simulator.
Dark Souls
win
this category every time they bring out a new title?
Well, only if it came out in 2019. Dark Souls did not come out in 2019.
Yeah,
right. I understand that, but I mean,
although I feel like Sekiro should have definitely been.
Sekiro should have been on that list. Yeah.
Though maybe I did notice that you can't nominate games for more than one category, so maybe.
Right. Can you not? I actually didn't know.
Yeah.
that.
So you can't have the same game dominating every category.
Artifact for every category.
Oh yeah. No, I honestly feel like any one of the other games on that list deserved it more than Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat won off of brand recognition.
Yeah, maybe they've had trouble in the past with people like doing like memeing votes.
So it's
like pick Artifact for every single category.
No, it's a good game from what I understand. But Mortal Kombat 11 isn't a particularly difficult game.
It is if you want to learn all the moves.
It is if you want to fucking play online.
Well, what are you gonna do? Play again with yourself?
Towers?
Who just sits at home playing with themselves? And the next category is...
I'd raise my hand, but I'm playing with
Outstanding story-rich game.
What are the nominees?
And your nominees are... Plague Tale, Innocence, Disco Elysium, Far Cry, New Dawn, Gears 5, and Greedfall.
What category is this?
Best outstanding story.
I'm doing my thing, Matt. Don't interrupt.
I thought you had read them all.
And the winner is...
All right.
And I wanted to guess before you showed it.
The winner is...
Oh, no, that's going to sound really bad.
A Plague Tale. Innocence. It looks the trailer looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's on my short list of games to play. Apparently everyone fucking is...
I watched like the first half of it.
That's all I could bring myself to say about it is...
Jamie. What are you?
It actually, I enjoyed watching it. It wasn't bad.
Nice. No spoilers. All right. Next one. And for the nominees for the 2019 Most Innovative Gameplay, Baba Is You, Slay the Spire, My Friend Pedro, Oxygen, Not Included, and Planet Zoo.
I'm gonna say the Baba game.
And the winner for 2019 in the Most Innovative Gameplay, My Friend Pedro. What?
Yeah, I saw this. I don't know that I agree. I really like My Friend Pedro. It's just a shit ton
Well,
of fun.
Out of all the games that it was nominated with, maybe it is the most innovative compared to the rest of them.
I don't think so. I think the Baba
Which
Is
one do you
You.
think?
Side-scrolling shooter.
What's Baba
sword-based
Is You
shooter?
about?
Baba Is You is like a puzzle game. Here, let me just pull up the Steam page so you can kind of get an idea real quick. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen so you get a feel.
Don't throw up, please.
It's like all
This looks like something that's already been done like 15 years ago,
what?
20 years ago.
How?
He just disagrees.
So
I don't know. I mean, what's innovative about it? I don't see the.
It's the fact that like all of the mechanic, all of the rules of the game are completely changeable, and that's how you solve the puzzles.
Right, it's a puzzle game though. It's not a. They didn't invent a new genre.
I mean, neither did My Friend Pedro.
Right.
So,
What's innovative though? What do you think's innovative about My Friend Pedro?
I don't think anything's innovative about My Friend Pedro. Like I said, I don't think My Friend Pedro deserves that win.
I mean, here's the
This
thing.
one looks like you push stuff around and organize it to get through the next puzzle.
Okay, so what the thing is, what's so interesting about it is the rules of each level are clearly pasted right there on the screen. And
I kind of get what Matt's saying.
they're pasted in like programming logic, basically. So in order to solve the puzzles, you have to change the rules of the puzzle itself.
Right. You have to figure it out in a clever way.
Yeah, but if you look at its basic components, it's mostly just moving blocks from one point to another.
I mean, yeah, but if you look at anything as basic components, then it's that it's just if you look at fucking Mass Effect at its basic components, you go around and you talk to people.
What about Slay the Spire? What was innovative about that?
Slay the Spire.
It is pretty okay. So I did love Slay the Spire.
I don't know, Reed. It just sounds like a basic card game, really. And then if you lose, you lose forever.
A card game that's also combined with a roguelike.
Yeah,
never been done before.
That sounds
That
sounds pretty fucking
of Dota.
Well, if you break it down to its basic components, Reed, it's just a card game, and then if you lose, they take your cards away.
A roguelike card game that has never been. That is its basic. Literally, card game.
Roguelikes have been done before, and card games have been done before,
but never together. It's peanut butter and jelly, baby. Peanut butter and chocolate.
If you lose in Magic, don't you lose your deck?
I don't know.
You get banished to the Shadow Realm.
I don't know what the fuck Magic you're playing, but it sounds like my kind of Magic.
It also sounds
Magic
like
the card game. Like when you compete Magic, compete Magic, like the loser has to give up their deck.
He got his brother wanted one of his cards that he got in a booster pack.
That's not how you get.
That's not how you get new cards.
No, you can buy new cards.
I really think
fucking key.
Then what's the point of Magic competitions? If you're not gonna take
to make
their deck?
money.
To make money, yeah, to compete.
Yeah, one of my roommates just went up to Portland like last week to play in a Magic.
I feel like Matt like learned to play Magic, and the guy that he learned from found out that he had a really nice card. So he's like,
you have the blue eyes white Magic.
Oh man, let me tell you about this this rule, because
dude, it's rules.
We've been playing.
You win, you get to keep the other dude's cards. I mean, I didn't want to say it before because I didn't want
to crush your dreams.
But now we're
playing for real.
All right. Moving on.
No,
Let's move on.
that's
to more
not how magic works.
Because this
What
definitely
about
doesn't-
oxygen not included?
I have no fucking clue what oxygen not included is.
All right, we're gonna move on. 2019, Better with Friends. Let me tell you this: the disappointment doesn't stop there.
What are the
nominees
nominees?
are Risk of Rain 2, Underlords, Age of Empires 2, Ring of Elysium, and DayZ.
Who's
No
our
winner's
winner?
DayZ.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
DayZ's gonna win. That's the disappointment.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's-
my god.
Well, to be fair, there was nothing here that I saw that I was like, oh man, I can't wait to play that with a friend.
So glitchy, it's like it was made by Bethesda.
DayZ has the excuse of being made by like 5 people and a dog.
The dog does most of the
The
coding.
dog does most of the coding.
How long was that game in not alpha or beta, but what do they call
Since
it?
I was in high school, Matt.
It was in
Since
Charlie.
I was in
It's in
fucking high
Charlie.
school.
And then is it finally full release now?
Yeah.
I don't.
It came out to 1.0 this year.
Does anyone care at this point?
No.
That's what like so you leave your game in that state for so long, and then by the time you full release, people are just like,
That's why everybody thought it was abandonware.
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't know they were still working on it.
I forgot that it existed.
What's the next category?
Maybe that's why it's better with friends.
because the people are still playing it are like, please
For
come
a moment,
and play.
I thought it was in most innovative, and it was like, oh, it was the innovation is fucking finishing your game.
It's
I didn't
actually
realize
releasing a title.
Oh, Ring of Elysium, not Disco Elysium.
No, Ring of Elysium.
2019, Labor of Love. Your nominees are Warframe,
Oh god.
Rainbow Six Siege, CS:GO, GTA 5, and Dota 2.
The Flapjack123 says sup. Hey, what's up, Flapjack?
Oh, God. Who's gonna win this? How did the voting go?
I think I already
Probably
know who the
Dota.
winner
They're
is.
probably gonna go. Labor of Love's probably gonna go to Dota.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Really? Oh, that shows what you know.
All the new content that they bring out.
all the new and exciting ways they find to squeeze money out of you.
Who's our winner?
It is Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's free to play. Reed.
Oh, that's right. It was GTA 5.
A game that is even better at squeezing money out of you.
Because every single time they release a new content pack, everybody in the GTA 5 community loses their collective shit.
Apparently it's good shit,
You can make
You know what
drugs now?
You know what I see when I see people playing GTA 5? They stand around with their new stuff that they got, and they just stand there, and they're like just talking on Discord while they're in the game, and nobody does anything.
but they do,
Somebody
like-
will
no, but
leave
they
and
do,
drive
like,
around for a
role
second,
playing.
and then they come back.
Dude, the roleplay is fucking great. Like, there's a guy whose entire job is to act as like a pseudo taxi. You call him, and then he pulls up and he picks you up. He talks in this accent. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Holmes? You new to town? How you doing, man?
I feel like this is vaguely
Yo, what do you want to
offensive.
do? You want to go get some? Want to get some?
Is that how he
blood,
really
some
talks?
bitches?
Flapjack 123. Of course, the roleplay too. Yeah,
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
he knows.
you know, it's
Yeah, no, I mean GTA 5. Plus, I haven't played in the DLC, but apparently, like the recent shit and the heists are really, really fun. So, and you don't have to spend money to do that shit.
I've never
So-
played GTA 5.
you
I've
should
watched
play.
it.
You should play this. You should play the single player GTA
story.
5. The
Single
story is
player.
actually very good.
Really good. Oh yeah.
How many hours of gameplay?
Good
How long to eat?
30, 40.
GTA 5.
Flapjack 123. It's a nice layback game.
Main
yes.
story is
very much.
31 and a half hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I
And
comes highly
completion is-
recommended.
10 out of 10 would recommend. All right.
What's our next category?
I am on the wrong tab.
You are on the wrong tab.
Oh, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing?
Are these hands?
Are these hands? There we go. Next one is VR Game of the Year.
I don't remember this
The
one.
nominees are Beat Saber, Blade and Sorcery, Gorn, Borderlands 2 VR, and Help Wanted.
It's going to
Oh, I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Probably
Beat Saber, probably.
Beat Saber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
Beat
course
Saber.
of course it's Beat Saber.
It's always Beat Saber.
Dude, Beat Saber's so fucking dope.
It really is.
Yeah, especially when you get with the community made stuff, like all the different mods.
I need
and
to.
songs.
I need to get on that.
Oh, I swear to God, every time we touch is by like one of the most hype things you'll ever do
Please
in Beat
don't
Saber.
Fucking open up any. Don't open
'Cause
it
it's-
up any sentence.
Oh,
when you're talking to me with every time we touch. Flapjack 1, 2, 3, true. Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
I'm a little upset Borderlands 2 VR is on that, because Borderlands 2
I think it's better.
Borderlands 2 is
It's
a great
gotten better.
game.
They fixed it a little
the
bit.
VR the VR was a train wreck.
Dude I watch on YouTube it played the entire thing, and it was a little rough at first, but it got better. They did some patches.
The real sort of snub, and it's just because of like the release times, is fucking Boneworks. That game.
Oh yeah, I know. Boneworks,
and it's gonna get, by the time the awards come back around next year,
it's gonna be forgotten.
Well, by then Half-Life Alyx will be out, and then it's like, well,
yep.
What are you gonna do? You're competing against fucking Valve.
All right, what's the next one?
Oh, next one. Game of the Year. Finally done with.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Nominees are Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Jedi Star Wars Fallen Order. That's not how that title goes, but we're moving on. Destiny 2, Devil May Cry 5.
The winner is
Sekiro, obviously.
it's
Sekiro,
fucking, it's
Shadows
fucking
Die Twice.
Sekiro.
Dude, that game fucking cleaned house at almost all the awards.
Yeah, holy shit. I'm genuinely shocked. Like, I was excited for Sekiro. I didn't think it was going to do that well this year.
Yeah, for the fucking Soulsborne player here.
To be fair,
yeah,
I didn't. I also was thinking about that back when I thought Doom was going to come out this year. Flapjack 1, 2, 3. Am I the only one that thinks the game was meh? No, I think it is it's a pretty solid game.
Jeremy only played it for 30 minutes before he put it down.
I played it for about 4 hours. I've explained my love-hate relationship with Soulsborne games. But yeah, in terms of it being a Soulsborne game, I do think that Bloodborne was a better game. I don't think it's their best game, but I think that most games made by Front Software are still very high quality games.
I mean, visually and audibly, it's a really good game from what I've watched.
As Video Game Donkey pointed out, that monkey fight is just good enough to be its own greatest game of all time.
Oh shit! So yeah, that's the Steam Awards. That's not our awards.
Here's the thing with the Steam Awards, right? Like, we act like we're all surprised, but all these selections, dude, it's voted on by the public, by popular vote. So, and people complain about, all these shadow organizations doing the award selection. Listen, if you gave it to the public, that's the shit you're going to get.
Yeah, I don't know why people think...
If we did that, fucking 4chan would have Cats be the best movie of this year.
It's because Cats is the best movie of this year. I have not had such a good laugh in my entire life.
Did you actually see that movie?
I watched it. My mom wanted me to go watch it.
No.
I heard it's not very good.
It was fucking horrifying. That you gave me nightmares. Flapjack 1, 2, 3
Did you
scary.
For the whole thing?
Yeah, we watched the whole goddamn movie.
All right.
Flapjack 1, 2, 3 scariest movie of the year. That's absolutely true.
Yeah,
that's something that needs to remain on Broadway. They shouldn't be trying to mess with it.
And wasn't it? It was like a shitty show on Broadway to begin with.
No, it's like a major cultural.
Oh, it was
hit.
major.
It's a good.
It's been like one of the most critically panned Broadway shows for like a long time.
Has it?
Really? No, I don't think so, man.
Compared to stuff like Hamilton or Wicked, yeah.
Dude, no. Before Hamilton or Wicked ever came out, Cats was like one of the number ones forever.
Listen,
for years.
Yeah, it was, but it was big just because it was big. Here's the thing, though.
What?
Because how many theater nerds?
Are you speaking for yourself or for what actually transpired?
I know a lot of theater nerds. I know my fair share.
I think you are a theater nerd.
As far as the biggest ones I know, it's like there's Hamilton, the Book of Mormon.
I keep forgetting the Book of Mormon.
Lion King.
It's like a big musical.
God, what's the other one? Wicked, right? Those are the ones where people are always singing the songs from that, right? They've fucking listened to the soundtrack. Who's listening to the ones that
Flapjack 1, 2, 3? Who greenlighted that movie and thought yes?
Yes. Exactly.
It's the same people who agreed to the original design for the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dude, the whole movie is just like, or the whole premise of the songs is just like, hey, here's the song, and I'm a cat that is magic, and here's the other song, and I'm another cat that also does magic, and I'm a cat that's
Top
fat, but I'm
top
also another cat
10
that's fat. And there's like
top
those are
10
all
Broadway
individual songs.
shows, highest grossing, most seen, longest lasting, top 10 Broadway shows of all time. Number 10 is
Okay,
Cats.
but I didn't say it
$388
wasn't
million.
successful. I said it was critically panned.
Ran from I can't remember. I don't see
He's
when.
ready to die on this hill.
To September 10th, 2000, but it came out in like the 80s.
Hey
So it
guys,
ran for over 12 years.
welcome back to the Not Important Theater podcast.
Okay, here we go. Hamilton, Les Miserables. Rent,
I just looked at the
Wicked.
list.
Hold up. No. I'm gonna bring you back on that. How do you pronounce that, Reed?
Les Miserables.
Oh God.
Which is so bad because I know for a fact that we may or may not have a French viewer, and I know it's pronounced Les Miserables. Yeah,
But
see, there you go.
But you're a piece of shit.
I am. Hey,
How do you know our viewer is French?
It's because I may or may not know them. And I don't even know if that's Flapjack. I'm just saying.
Hey, Flapjack, are you French?
Could be.
Could be.
All right.
No,
Hamilton,
Flapjack is not
Wicked.
French.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking, could just be somebody.
Are you male or female?
It doesn't matter. No, we're not. Doing
Flapjack
this.
is
All right.
Dutch. That's good. That's
Okay.
good.
That's so Dutch is.
It's not French.
Did you
All right,
mistake
so-
a Dutch accent for
God
French?
damn it.
No. I just looked at 3 top 10 lists for musicals. Cats isn't on any of them. So my point still stands. Cats is a shitty Broadway musical.
Cats is not a shitty Broadway musical.
It makes money, but it's still shitty.
All right, and I'm changing the topic. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I brought this up, and it was a mistake. Clearly,
Let the record state that you give up and admit I'm right.
I never wanted to have the argument. WWE 2K20 got Y2K'd.
They did. Let's do it.
So
Oh, Broadway shitty. Ooh, Flapjack coming in with the fucking
oh, that is a hot take. I love that.
take. That's a hot take. All right.
List of longest running Broadway shows. Number 4 on Wikipedia.
Okay, no, Matt, we're
is
done.
Cats
Matt.
in the list.
I just hope he just randomly comes back in.
Matt, look at
the
me.
Podcast.
You know what's below it?
No, Matt, look
Wicked.
at Matt.
It ran
look at,
longer than
look
Wicked.
at look at me. Look at me. Look me right in my eye holes. We're done.
In my eye hole.
Right in my eye holes.
Look at me right now.
We're talking about a different kind of theater now. We're
I just
talking.
hate it when Reed makes.
We're talking
up
about.
information.
We're at WWE now. If you WWE 2K20 got Y2K'd. They so here's what I understand about this. Basically, once 2020 rolled around, a whole bunch of people signed in to play WWE 2K20. And regardless, there were several game modes. I know like the character creator was one of them. Would cause the game to crash.
Yes.
And we have this post here on Reddit from Reddit user Shining Down. If you guys are crashing,
that was the fix, right? Wasn't
well,
it?
yeah. This is this was the community fix. If you guys are crashing on originals and create modes on 2K20, there is a fix. 2K20 really fucked this up. Sum it up, the game is set to crash if it sees the year as 2020, even if you're not in a time zone that has had New Year's yet. There is something in the game that has time zone info, because when I connected without internet, it still crashed. But the crash is fixed if you change your date to 1 day ago, which is overriding what the game sees for the date. You can be online with the date changed and it still access all your menus you normally would. So to sum it up, change your date on PS4 or PC to 1 day ago, then launch the game and you're good to go. You can change the date back after getting into the menu that crashed, by the way. I love that this is a thing.
There's an explanation, right? I
Um,
think they came out with the official reason why this is the case,
Well,
Jeremy.
To
Well,
make
it's
the
it's
glitch
not a
go away,
bug.
you just have
It's
to
actually-
use the slot
It's a
machines in the
feature.
game.
It's a feature.
Okay.
You see, the simple explanation, Jeremy, is it wasn't meant to be played in the year 2020. It's meant to only be played in
Well,
2019.
no, it's to protect your system. It's like the Y2K bug.
No. It's a why would WWE 2K20 be meant to be played in the year 2020? That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, this isn't NBA 2K.
No, this is
No.
WWE 2K.
No, this
Is
isn't
the one where the
that's
people are like
not
halfway
no,
through
not
the
the
floor?
box.
Yes, yeah, this is the one where they're sinking into the mat.
Yeah.
Um,
It's funny how we have to like differentiate between all the shitty sports games. There's a one of the big top scoring links on the Reddit games discussion right now is how that 2K and EA are cheapening the sports game genre, and I think this is a perfect example.
Oh, absolutely. 2K actually did acknowledge that this was an issue. On Twitter, they came out, hey, superstars, we are aware of the issue related to WWE 2K20 crashing and are currently investigating. We're working towards a solution, and we will update you when we have more information.
The Bethesda approach.
And people are fucking memeing him. Hi, could you help me? I still get jump shot 70 when playing NBA 2K20 every time I use my sharpshooter at the park. Fucking hitting him with shit not even related to the issue. But then not too long afterwards... I believe the following day. No, it was later that day, actually. The issue's been resolved. Please make sure to restart your hashtag WWE 2K20 game to automatically download the fix. If you continue experiencing issues, please open a support ticket here. Thank you again for your patience. And then people were uploading that they're still having issues. Here's an example. It's not anything super interesting. It's just the game fucking eating shit. But there you go.
Hey, blue screen of death.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people saying, hey, yeah, problem still exists. 3 days later. I opened a ticket for...
He didn't update.
I
love just the desperate, please let us know. Talk to our support.
Yeah, no, they have this guy here saying now, still having the issue. Have a look at the article to see if this helps the issue. My PS4 gamer up to date. I could play if I change the year to 2019. And then 2K support, just open up a fucking ticket.
Please open up a ticket. Oh,
Flapjack
suck.
Flapjack with the laughing emoji. Yeah, no. I love so like the Bethesda the Fallout 76 saga made me upset. Made me angry the entire way through.
We're not.
No, I'm not talking about I'm not here to talk about Bethesda. But the WWE saga here, everything's been going on. Please open up a ticket. I don't want to deal with your shit. but this entire like WWE like eating shit progressively like further and further has just been the funniest thing to me. Like this game came out the gate already being dragged by its face. just to continue to see it, like the fact that this has a real actual like Y2K failure.
Yeah,
is the funniest fucking thing.
Can we get some glitch footage up just for shits and gigs?
Yeah,
it's almost as bad as a cereal box game.
I disagree. Cereal box games are the shit. I need to finish that video. Yeah, let me get
getting that going. Oh, hey, here's I posted it here. But yeah, so the topic that I brought up before is there was an article from the website Exclusively Games that talked about EA and 2K are killing the sports genre. And they just talked about the hyper monetization with loot boxes and casinos and things like that. How it's like been at the forefront of the loot box controversy in Europe, and just things like that.
You know what I have to say? I have to say to the people that play those games, welcome to the suck, because we've been dealing with it already. You know, now you are too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We can leave that up for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that run for a bit. I like having it up. I like being reminded. Also, I don't know
Who's the
who.
guy that's shadowing Reed?
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but
Oh my god!
I want him to go away. I just want to watch this. Look at his ear.
Uh,
Vince
in other
Zampella.
news, yeah.
Yeah, Vince Zampella is set to be the head of DICE LA. Studio will rebrand and launch a new game in the future. I believe he's taking over all of EA. Is that right?
No, just Dice.
Or all of that. Flatjack 123 casual that play FIFA and stuff. Don't care about loot boxes and stuff like that. I couldn't agree more. And that's been oh, Jesus Christ! Just looked at the screen again. I couldn't agree more. That's
Dude, that's just they're having a tender moment, you know. The you know that one dude, he just found out that his dog has cancer, and they're just my boys are there for him.
Yeah, idiosyncratic podcast, my boys. What's going on, my dude? What's the word?
But if they stay like that for too long, Reed, their nipples are gonna start chafing.
Dude, that's a real problem. That's why they got the ref right there. He's not just there to judge. He's got cream in his back pocket. He's ready to there just boom, step in. Like, hey.
Oh,
no,
dude,
these
fucking no sell that hit.
These people have protection. Those guys didn't have any shirts on. They're like at high risk of nipple chafing.
Yeah. It's the dark side of wrestling. That it's not all just bugs and fun. It's there's some real problems out there.
Idiosyncratic podcast is how are you guys? Doing good. We're having a good show. It's been a real casual stream tonight. Yeah. I've already yelled at Reed 3 times, I think. I also yelled at
me.
I yelled at Matt and I said Reed. So it's been a good show.
No, you weren't even yelling at me. You were yelling at the non-existent people that spoiled the movie for you.
Oh yeah, they also yelled at the non-existent people. Well, no, I yelled at the
projecting me into all the problems inside your life. I really think we need to go to therapy, Jeremy.
We might need to go to couples therapy.
We need to work out
Are we watching
problems.
wrestling or The Exorcist?
Both. All right, let's go ahead and cover this. Vince Zampella is set to be head of DICE LA Studio. We were branded launched the game. I can't look at this anymore. I'm gonna scream. Oh shit!
What does Zampella even look like?
He looks like this. He's right on screen here. Yes, he is.
Oh yeah, he's the guy who's not doing the suck.
He's
the one behind fucking Apex. Like he's behind some of the good shit that EA's actually
well, he's the CEO for I think he's the CEO for Respawn.
DICE. No,
not for now DICE.
Now DICE. It was Respawn. But DICE mostly just they worked their last stuff was that Tom Clancy game that everyone forgets about.
Which one? Flatjack 123. Have you guys talked about The Witcher? We talked about it a bit a couple weeks ago.
Oh, we haven't taled about the Netflix series. Thank you for reminding us, Flapjack. When we're done with this topic, we'll hit that before we get to our last main topic of the night.
Yeah, I agree. If anything should put Vince Zampella at ease, one would assume it would be the topic of video game warfare. Zampella is one of the most recognizable figures in the modern gaming era. That's debatable, but is, after all, responsible for much of video game carnage. Not to discount his...
I think if you think of like video game leaders in the industry that actually are worth a damn, it's like what? Vince Zampella,
Gaben.
Well, you could say Gaben's awesome, but Valve as a whole sucks.
Yeah.
I say that as being like a big Dota 2 fan. And then what? Shigeru Miyamoto, a lot of the other great Japanese creators. And then not Doug Bowser. It was the guy that just Reggie Fils-Aimé, who's now no longer with. Oh, and then the Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer is also pretty tight. So, I would say that Vince Zampella is one of the few good ones, right?
No, I agree. I'm not trying to discredit, like, he's a really great guy. He does a fantastic job with with everything that he works on. He very clearly cares about the community, very clearly cares about the quality of games that he releases. I just can't, like, if I went to somebody, who was only like casually invested in, gaming, like the faces of gaming, I could say like Todd Howard, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know who that is." I could say Gabe, and "Oh yeah, I know who that is." If I go, "Hey,
Tim Schafer,"
but if I said like, "Hey, how do you feel about Vince Zampella?" Most of them are gonna go, "Who?"
Well, maybe that's good, right? Maybe because he's fucking not showing off. He's actually in the back room fucking getting work done.
No,
That's
I
why his
agree. I
games don't
agree.
suck.
My only issue, I am not interested in.
So you're saying he needs a PR makeover?
We'll say is they said he's one of the most recognizable figures in the modern gaming era, and I don't agree with that.
I mean, it depends. Maybe probably from their perspective, right? Because they're a video game journalist, so they know this shit. But
That's
your
fair.
average
They maybe
layman,
like him personally, so they're giving him a favorable buff.
Regardless, let's get to the actual like nitty gritty of what this means. Idiot Syncretic Podcast. I know I'm almost 2 years too late, but I'm super into Dragon Ball Fighter Z right now. Is that that has not been 2 years long now, has it?
yeah, it has.
Holy shit!
It was the headliner of Evo last year, not this year.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I didn't know it's been out that long.
It's a good fucking game.
That's a good ass game, yeah. Let's talk about this stuff. DICE founded in Stockholm, blah 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 blah. Electronic Arts characterizes LA-based outpost as a long dedicated support for DICE's core products. Under Zampella, there are plans to expand and launch an original as yet unrevealed game. The company will remain separate from Respawn, and Zampella says likely will drop the DICE name. We will probably rebrand, Zampella says. We will give it a new image. We want people to say this is a destination you can go and make new content. I think they've got gotten
PR speak.
Yeah.
I don't think we need any more.
No. Okay.
It's not a big deal. This is just very basic.
Fair enough.
Hey, just basically a reshift, a restructuring inside the company that hopefully will lead to some good fucking video games.
Yeah,
Lord knows we need it.
I think this is going to be a good thing for DICE. I think it's going to be a good thing for EA. And Respawn, they've had a couple of like stumbles in the last year, but
what stumbles? They're
mostly with Apex monetization.
I mean, but they have to, right? It's a free-to-play game.
Well,
so
yeah.
People are hypersensitive to that shit anyway.
I mean, yes and no. Yes, they have to monetize, I agree. But I feel like the way they've gone about some of it could have been handled much better, is my kind of big thing.
I mean, they had a hiccup or two, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're like
content, like new maps and stuff.
I don't think
that's all like marketing, right? There's no way that's the actual like Respawn. Like Respawn is awesome.
No, the people actually making the games are awesome. It's the monetization teams.
It's EA.
It's EA. It's
most likely.
It's always been EA.
It's the long touch of Papa EA. All
right, Flapjack wanted to talk about Witcher, so we're going to talk about Witcher because holy shit, I fucking creamed my pants when I watched it.
All right,
several times.
I'd like to say first, starting out, that yes, it is well written in my opinion, and I enjoyed it. But I think what's funny is like when you're worried about something succeeding.
Yes.
Just throw naked people in it.
Dude, yes. That was
if you're worried about people like having like a lull or something, naked people.
I disagree.
Everybody's perked right back up.
I hit you with the TNA.
There's a lot of naked people in the first 2 episodes.
I disagree.
It worked for Game of Thrones.
And here's why. That has always been a part of The Witcher. Like, even before The Witcher was a major franchise, sex was an important part of the books.
Naked?
Absolutely, yeah.
I like that Jeremy got into the games, but now he acts like a book purist. Talking down to all of us.
No, how am I talking down? How am I talking down?
You dirty show watchers. The sex has been there for a long time.
It has. I don't see how this is talking down.
Well, what episode does the girl with the hunchback girl like go full nude and have sex in the middle of the room? It's like softcore porn.
Ah.
Okay.
The show was indigestible. Why was it indigestible for you guys?
Yeah, I'm curious. Also, Matt,
I'm only 2 episodes in. No, I'm only 3 episodes in.
You can get out of here with your fucking boomer ass opinions. Nudity shouldn't be on the TV.
Matt's not a boomer. He's Generation X. You squeaky little zoomer.
I'd have to be almost 70 to be a boomer, you jackass.
No, you don't. Do you? 70 is the oldest. You can
70 is the oldest.
My dad is a boomer, and he was born in 1949.
Okay. Yeah.
Baby boomers were born after World War II ended.
Did I not show you like what the
World
30?
War II ended in the 40s.
Did I not show you what the
Yeah, you're
30-year-old
right.
boomer is? The 30-year-old boomer meme.
Anyway, on topic still, because we're not gonna get too distracted.
Yeah, why couldn't you
I've only
digest it?
seen 3 episodes so far. I really like it. I mean, it's good to see uh
I
fantasy
can.
shows getting some love in today's day and age. Obviously, Game of Thrones opened the door for that. Um, it is gonna. I think it's a little. It's not like apples to apples with Game of Thrones because it's like a Netflix series, and obviously the material's different. But I
What about the
love Henry
Beastmaster
Cavill.
TV series and Xena the Warrior Princess?
Never heard
Okay,
of it.
so
Doesn't
this is
exist. Uh,
this is my thing. I actually I get what he's saying.
yeah.
In terms of it being indigestible. And it's because of one thing, and it took me a little bit to figure this out. It took me, I think, like 4 episodes to figure this out. That there's actual multiple timelines happening in every episode.
Oh
Yeah, once you get
yeah,
farther
that
in
was a
read to like
complaint.
episode 6 or 7, I got confused around that time because
Game
there
of
were some weird
Thrones
things
from the
happening.
Flapjack. Game of Thrones is nothing like The Witcher, in my opinion. Yes and no. It depends on
No,
how
I
you
He
look
was
at
talking
it.
yeah,
about the nudity, like
it's
helping it
very
sell in the early
apples to
episodes.
oranges, but Game of Thrones is like what laid the foundation for today's modern premium adaptation.
Yeah. Um.
Uh, yeah. So I mean, you kind of have to compare it because it's like the closest thing you can compare it to. Because there's really nothing in today's modern day and age to really compare it to.
Yeah.
Modern is in like 1990 forward or 2000
No, in like the
forward.
last like 5 years in today's streaming wars, right?
Okay.
Yeah. With how basically premium television, which in the fantasy genre is basically just Game of Thrones. I mean, yeah, the only other thing in sort of the same realm is like not The Witcher, Westworld, or
Yeah.
I mean all the different sci-fi shows. But
From the Flapjack. What did you guys think about the casting?
Henry Cavill, I wasn't sure about, but man, he fucking killed it.
That's how I felt about most of the cast. Like I heard it and I saw like the pictures. I was like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
The girl that plays Siri, I think, does really, really well.
Yes.
Same thing for the one that plays the dark-haired one.
Yennefer. Yeah.
Yennefer.
After like seeing them on screen, I'm a believer. The only character that I've seen like some complaints about that I can at least see the merits of, is Yennefer's casting. And really, the only complaint that I've heard that I agree with, or that I can see the base for, is saying that Yennefer is a bit too young in terms of the actress, so she's not that commanding of a.
But her acting ability was on point.
Okay,
Her acting
she
ability,
really isn't that young because once she has her transformation, she looks older.
Well, no, even her, like after her transformation, she still looks very young. And I've heard the complaints that she that she just doesn't seem like a very commanding figure or a commanding like face. But her acting is absolutely, yes, on point. Flapjack. A lot of people were mad saying it was ruined because of the skin color of some characters. Yeah, it's dumb though. That's a dumb thing to be concerned about.
Yeah, I think.
Flapjack, like Triss. Yeah, I couldn't be fucked to be bothered about that,
Well,
honestly.
just because, like, I mean, race just doesn't bear a lot of weight in that universe, right? Like the color of their skin.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremy, because you're the book pure.
Yeah.
The race isn't like the biggest thing. Like people don't look at black people.
The people.
Like,
Okay, so
like if it was like a modern, if it was like
I would take good acting over skin color any day.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
agree. There's something to be said for both sides. So I understand why some people were upset about it, because it is Polish fantasy. It's supposed to be set in like a fantasized Poland, and most of the characters, save for characters from distant lands like Zerrikania, are canonically within the books and within the games. They're white. They're pale. They're pale skinned. But honestly, it just didn't bother me that much. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's not like something.
On the other side of the coin, maybe this will help frame the discussion. Battlefield 5, when they had female
amputee soldiers.
Yeah, female. Which I mean, that whole I mean, obviously there were like famous female snipers in that era, but fighting on the front line, like that is just something that in a game that is kind of represented as sort of like a reflection of history, and it's not serving itself up as an alternative history,
Yeah.
um, that is when it kind of it detracts from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yep.
part of what made that time era what it was is the fact that there were those prejudices and those biases. And I think by
Right.
kind of doing that, you're almost sort of whitewashing. I don't know. That I think is more of a big deal to me than something like a fantasy world where it's like there's just absolutely no bearing. Like, yeah.
For,
Yeah, I
for
agree.
me, like if I'm making a game, like I want to, if like for the shooting game you're just talking about, reading my mind, Battlefield.
Yeah.
Um, if I have females that are wanting to play the game, and they want to make their character look like them when they play, then you introduce female characters that they can choose to play as.
I want to get to the chats real quick. Idiosyncratic podcast. I believe Yennefer more when she was the Hunchback of Hilariousness. He also said, but Henry killed his Geralt. The action sequences were great, but I couldn't bring myself to care about the story because I didn't feel any attachment to it. Yes, I don't necessarily agree with your Yennefer opinion, but Henry was absolutely fantastic Geralt, and the guy who directed all the action scenes is the same guy who directed the early action scenes of Game of Thrones, and that really shows. Coming back to the Flapjack Battlefield 5, I was kind of mad about. They said this is our version of World War II, but how can you have your own version of World War II? So initially, my issue is not with them having their own version of World War II. If they want to do that, if they want to do alternate history, great. I'm all for it. Seems
Inglorious Bastards did him
yes.
Alternative history.
Yeah. That's totally fine, and if that was the direction they went, that would be fine. But they built up all this stuff, and they were going onto onto stages talking about how this is the most realistic depiction of World War II ever, and we're gonna put you right there on the field with the Allied soldiers. Here's our amputee female British soldier main character, and here's her buddy with a ninja sword strapped to his back.
It's almost like they did it to create controversy.
Yeah,
the way they presented it and worded it.
I agree. I feel like it was a little bit of controversy.
Puts your name into articles and YouTube videos.
Idiosyncratic podcast. I never played any of the games. This is my first entry to the story in general. I'd strongly recommend playing the games. You could probably get by skipping the first one, honestly.
Did you see the spike of people playing The Witcher after the show came out?
It was me. I did that.
Just Jeremy. Jeremy multiplied himself into like 10,000 people to play.
Speaking of modern fantasy TV shows, have you guys watched His Dark Materials on HBO?
Oh, never even heard of it.
It's so good. Okay, well, first,
I really enjoy it.
I am a huge fan of that book series. It's one of my favorite growing up. Some of its messaging and whatnot led me to some very important parts of my life. Just really fucking fantastic book series. So
it's based off of the Golden Compass, Jeremy, if you didn't know.
Okay, I also haven't.
Golden Compass,
I haven't seen that movie.
Knife, and the Amber Spyglass are the 3 books, and it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there was books, but
Flapjack,
I'm almost actually interested in reading them now because the show is so good.
Flapjack, because of The Witcher, I'm addicted to Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. Oh my god, that song has been stuck in my head for weeks.
That's gonna be the Let It Snow of fucking 2020.
Let It Snow.
Which is funny to say because Frozen 2 is coming out. We should probably move on to our final topic.
I agree. I was about to say the same thing. We need to get moving on. So we decided here at the Not Important Gaming Podcast we're going to do something a little different. So everybody does their own like top 10 games of the decade. We're doing something similar, which is kind of hokey and cliche. I agree. But we're gonna
Gotta get those clicks, bro.
Exactly. We're gonna do it slightly differently. Instead of just taking everything from the decade or and throwing it all into one bundle and saying these are the best games of that of the entire decade, we're gonna go year by year and we're gonna pick the best game of every year in our individual opinions.
And you can follow along.
And you can follow along by going to the Wikipedia. 2010 in video gaming. Reed,
we're gonna go year by year. You don't have to look at all the list of video games. You can scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. there's a nice little short list that says critically acclaimed games of that year. Helps narrow it down because nobody wants to read through the millions and millions of Wii shovelware.
Yep. So what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna go one by one. I think Matt's gonna go last because Matt's the only one who hasn't had the opportunity to look over this yet.
I mean, I can just go as we go. It's all I see are months. I don't actually see years.
Scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Scroll all the way down to the bottom. It says critically acclaimed titles.
Yeah, you're looking at just 2010.
We'll also have it up on the screen. I'm sure.
2010 and.
Also,
but we're doing the decade, right?
Jesus.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go year by year. We're gonna go year by year and pick instead of doing a top 10. Each one of our 10 will be from a different.
Right. So, and then I just click 2011 to go into the next one. Okay.
Yep, you got it.
I didn't see the years listed at the top right.
Flapjack, I'm glad you caught that. I was. That scared me for a second.
All right, let's bring it up. The decade began in a little old year called 2010. And man, that takes me back. That G4 was still a channel. We were still in the first major console generation, right? The Xbox One and the PS4 weren't out.
Yes. Yeah. Still PS3, Xbox 360. And the Wii.
Yep. The DS was crushing it. Those are the days.
So this year, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. For this year.
You don't have the thing up on the podcast.
Oh, you want me to throw it up on screen? I can do that.
Yeah, just so they can kind of follow along.
Fair enough. For 2010,
well, there's some really good games there.
There's some fantastic games in 2010.
I highly recommend sorting it by alphabet.
Idiosyncratic Super Meat Boy for 2010. That's actually a very good choice. You're swaying me a bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna go with Mass Effect 2 as my game of the year for 2010.
Wow, BioShock 2.
If you click on the
Flapjack
at the top, Jeremy, you can sort it by alphabet.
Okay.
On the name. Yeah. See the little arrow.
I see.
So I have 2 honorable mentions. Mass Effect 2 was one of mine. Rock Band 3 because that game was so much fun at parties.
Oh yeah.
But my game for 2010 has got to be Battlefield Bad Company. That multiplayer.
God, that was a really good game.
Some of the best multiplayer I've ever played. Getting those 1 kilometer headshots with a sniper rifle on that one desert map is still one of the most satisfying things in video games to me. So.
Yeah.
Jesus, so many good games. Oh my
I know.
God.
I say my
2011 is even crazier.
My honorable mentions were Borderlands and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Oh. What about you, Matt? Ooh, and Halo Reach. I forgot about Halo Reach.
Halo Reach is also a good one.
Yeah, that's on my that's also
give me a second. What's the chat say?
Hey, Matt needs some help.
Flapjack?
What do you guys got for 2010?
Flapjack, what was your favorite game of 2010? Limbo was also really good.
Limbo was a fantastic game.
Was that the first Prince of Persia game that came out?
Flapjack, probably Minecraft. Was Minecraft 2010?
Nope, Minecraft is 2014. We'll get to that later.
Was that the first Prince of Persia game? Forgotten Sands?
Nope.
Okay.
No, Forgotten Sands I think was the third one.
I only played the first one.
No, that's all those Prince of Persia games, all the good ones were pre-2010.
Yeah.
Flapjack didn't really game back then. Fair enough.
Red Dead Redemption came out that year.
Yes, it did.
No, did Red Dead?
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
It's May 18th.
Oh, Battlefield Bad Company 2 came out? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Battlefield
Bad Company.
Look
yeah,
at
that's why I
this
said that was my
list.
favorite.
Oh my God, this is just ridiculous.
All right.
Okay, Flapjack. I'm only 16, so I played outside back then.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 was also there. Holy shit, I didn't even see that. Dude, that's also...
Yeah, like I was saying.
Oh.
It was a good fucking year.
This is back when they made fucking good-ass games.
Hell
God,
yeah.
I'm only in August right now. Okay.
Well, no. Go all the way down to the bottom. There's a critically acclaimed title section. And
I know, but that doesn't mean that's what I think.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
to
Well,
prevent this
you're
from
figuring
dragging
that
on,
out.
we're going to move on to 2011.
Okay,
When you
yeah.
find 2010, Matt, you just let us know.
Let's go ahead and have a look at what we had in 2011. We had some really good games, and this was the one that I really struggled with looking at.
Oh, you and me both.
Um,
There's so many good ones.
At the end, though,
Call of Duty Black Ops.
I think I ended up coming to the conclusion. Well, the honorable mentions were like half of the fucking games that came out that year, including Bastion, Batman: Arkham City, Dark Souls, Deus Ex: Human Revolution, L.A. Noire, Limbo, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection,
Little Big Planet 2,
and Uncharted 3. But the one that I have to say was my game of the year for 2011, even though I didn't play it until like 2015, I think, is got to be The Witcher 2: Assassins of Kings.
Nice.
It is just a fantastic game, and I'm disappointed I didn't get into the series sooner.
Absolutely insane. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I have no idea how you could choose any other game other than Portal 2.
Portal 2 is very close second.
Portal 2 is one of my favorite games.
Portal 2 is very close third. Dark Souls was my second.
Close third?
Yeah.
Dark Souls, no way, man. Play Portal 2 again and tell me that that's not like some of the best writing and like
Portal 2 recently. The gameplay for Dark Souls still grips me more than Portal does, though.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I connected. My honorable mentions were L.A. Noire, Limbo, Bastion, and of course Skyrim. Gosh, Skyrim, what a legend of a game.
Flapjack 123 Modern Warfare 3, the best memories. Man, I had that Modern Warfare 3. I think was the last.
Best memories.
I think Black Ops was my last.
I'm still in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 was my last. Was my last Call of Duty. But yeah, I remember I used to play so much of the Modern Warfare, the 3v3 mode in Modern Warfare 3. The 3v3s and the 2v2s, and I had a guy that I used to play with all the time. I don't even remember his name now. Just somebody I met online, and he was like my dude. Idiot Syncretic Podcast, Arkham City. Arkham City was a fantastic game.
Yeah, fair play.
Flapjack, Modern Warfare 2 was better. It was Modern Warfare 3 has better memories. That's totally fair. I can get that.
Yeah, dude, I remember in I think it was Modern Warfare 3. Just this one guy. Like, I just fucking dominated so hard. Because back in Modern Warfare, you would always be put in these lobbies where you could talk shit on each other. And he was so mad. He was saying I was, like, camping, fucking not playing right, and all these things. And I was like, yo, man, like, KD proves it all. You got beef. We can go one-on-one right now. And we hopped into a lobby. And then, like, his friends and my friends were spectating. And we one-on-one. And it was like snipers, quick scopes, and like throwing knives were like the only thing you're allowed. And I just fucking dumpstered this guy, and it felt so good. Oh, that was good times. Good time.
Let's move on to Matt. You got anything for your 2010 yet?
2011.
Yeah. God, what was I had one picked for 2010, but now I forgot.
All right, we'll move on to 2012 when you figure that out.
2011. What were my choices?
There's a shit ton of games.
It might help, Matt, if you sort the list of titles by name.
Syncretic Podcast. 1v1 me on Russ, pussy.
Dude, really though. Dude, that's how it is. That's how it is.
That's really how it be sometimes.
Oh.
BioShock 2 is my pick for 2010.
Controversial?
That's a very hot take. I respect it. I was a big fan of.
I didn't play it
till
actually I didn't play it till 2019. So
that's fair. Mm-hmm. That's a hot take. I was a big fan of it, and I feel like I was the only person in my school who was a big fan of it. This is going way back. I'm still in high school when these games are coming out. By the way.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
What
were
your picks for 2011?
Portal 2, L.A. Noire, Limbo, Skyrim, and Bastion.
I picked Witcher 2, Portal 2, Dark Souls, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. Just so many fucking games.
Yeah, I mean Skyrim. Obviously, I put a ton of time in that game.
I'm not picking Skyrim.
Yeah, but that's just because you hate and all things are good. Anyway, moving on to 2012. My game of the year was XCOM. Yeah, that
XCOM.
game.
That
Yeah,
is
XCOM. Enemy Unknown. Such a good
that's
game. It was a great resurgence of an old franchise. Really, really.
that's a very good choice. Mine came down to between Dishonored and Mass Effect 3. But
You said Mass Effect 3?
yeah, but I
Yeah.
ended up coming out with Mass Effect 3 because the Mass Effect series did have a very significant impact on how I view games in general.
Even with the ending?
Even with the ending. I didn't.
You're going to take that over The Walking Dead?
The Walking Dead had a stronger emotional impact for me. I agree. At least the ending did. But Mass Effect 3 was consistently I'm taking Mass Effect 3 including all of the DLC in that package.
That's true. If you look at it that way, I mean, people give Mass Effect 3 a lot more shit than it really deserves. It was a good game.
Yeah, it had a very disappointing ending, and I understand why people were mad about it, and I was mad about it too.
It was also when microtransactions started to creep into single player games.
It was a combination of the DLC and the fact that I still buy the indoctrination theory that allows me to say the Mass Effect 3 is the best game of 2012. Idiot Syncretic Podcast, The Walking Dead, also a very good choice. Fantastic game. I remember hanging out with my roommates a couple of years later because I didn't get into that until 2014, I think. And
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out that year.
No, it did not.
It's on the list for December.
Maybe that.
Are you sure that's not PC? Oh,
No,
PSN.
Oh, is that what it says? PSN?
Yeah, that released on the PlayStation Network.
I thought it said PSN.
I was gonna say San Andreas absolutely did not come out in 2012.
Yeah, it seemed weird to me, but
that's why we're generally using the critically acclaimed list.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
Critically acclaimed list. My choice is Dishonored.
That's a good one. I didn't say it before, but I have so many notable mentions. Obviously, Borderlands 2, which helped flunk a lot of my classes. Cave Story was a fantastic fucking indie game. So was Fez and Journey. Of course, Halo 4 came out that year, and Super Hexagon, which is one of my zone out finger twitch games on Steam that I still play. So
yeah.
All right. 2013.
Moving on to 2013, I graduated high school and moved on to college for my first year.
If you can't guess what my favorite game was, you have a problem.
All right. I actually haven't had the chance to look at these yet.
So Assassin's Creed Black Flag was really good. BioShock Infinite was one of the best games ever. Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Ooh, I found mine. I already know what yours is.
The Stanley Parable. You know what mine is. Ooh, and The Last of Us. Oh gosh.
Flapjack. Oh, here, let me go back to the chat real quick. Flapjack for me, probably FIFA because the only game I knew to play back then. Fair enough. Idiot Syncretic Podcast. Halo 4 was actually pretty cool. I love the Forerunner mythology. That's a hot take, actually. Reed is really the Halo guy here. I'm not gonna.
I think Halo 4 is better retroactively after more of the Halo universe was developed.
That's fair.
I think Halo 5 really helped develop Halo 4.
Flapjack moves on to say, damn, can't choose between Black Flag or GTA. This is when I started gaming. Black Flag was such a fantastic game. But I'm going to give the 2013 Game of the Year, my Game of the Year, to Hotline Miami.
You were a fanatic for that game.
Dude, it's a stellar game.
Yeah, it's
What did you pick, Reed?
I haven't picked yet.
Okay, I'm going with The Last of Us.
Did you say Super Hot?
That was a game-changing game. It was.
Super Hot did not come out.
You did not say Super Hot. I was going to say, was Super Hot even come out at that point?
I said I haven't picked it yet. No, my Game of the Year was Dota 2. It has been a lifelong game for me. It has had such a huge impact on my life. I love it so much.
Flapjack, I think Black Flag for me because it's the first game I played all the way through. Yeah,
Last of Us hands down. I would have picked Last of Us if it wasn't for Dota 2. Like
The
Dota 2
Last of
Yeah.
Us is also a very good pick. I agree. Oh god, that actually makes it more difficult. But I think I'm gonna go with Hotline Miami. Matt,
Yeah.
you got anything?
I already said mine.
Oh,
Yep,
my
he
bad.
said yes.
Oh
I
no,
said The Last of Us.
oh
Yeah, he said
no.
Last.
Oh, I didn't. They also have a critically panned section. I want to make
Yeah,
a
I know.
choice off of this. I'm
2014.
no. I want to do the critically panned real quick.
There's nothing that really stands out.
There is though. Ride to Hell Retribution.
What does that mean? Critically panned.
It means everyone hated it. Like it's like the Razzies of video games.
Yeah, dude, Ride to Hell Retribution is the best bad game ever. Flapjack, Last of Us gameplay was a bit boring, unpopular opinion. Story was great. I can see the base of that complaint. I don't agree, but I can at least see why you
It's
would
not
think that.
action. I mean, it's not
Walking Dead's on
super
there multiple
action-packed.
times.
Well, yeah, that's the Walking
Those are the
Dead.
different chapters. Yeah, those. Are the
No,
five.
that wasn't the chapters. That was the the one where you play as Daryl.
Oh, on the panned section. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was really bad.
All right, now we're
I
into
remember seeing-
2014. This is when I dropped out of college for the first time.
Nice. I think that was when I dropped out of college for the first time. I mean, not that I dropped out the second time, but
That's
the notable mentions: Wolf Among Us came out, Rayman Legends, Shovel Knight, Mario Kart 8.
How does Dark Souls make
Bayonetta
this list?
2, and then yeah,
Not
Wait.
Dark Souls. Sorry,
I was about to
I
say.
get Dark Souls confused with that game that copied God of War.
Oh, Darksiders.
Darksiders.
Yeah, it's because they both start with Dark.
You are so fucking torqued about that game. You're so mad.
I hate it because I spent like 4 or 5 hours playing it.
Oh,
and realized that it
no.
was no different than God of War.
Oh no, Idiosyncratic Podcast. Dude, I bought that shitty The Walking Dead game for full price. Oh,
no.
You poor soul. That's fucking awful.
Yeah. Well, I'll also go ahead and say mine. Mine for sure, without a doubt, has got to be Minecraft. Not only has it been an epic source of sweet memeage, it changed the landscape of video games. Really, it's super influential.
I'm gonna give it to
go ahead.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. It came out for the new consoles.
That was just the new
but
consoles?
it came out. Yeah. It premiered in 20.
My mistake. In that case, secondary, The Wolf Among Us. I think The Wolf Among Us is probably.
You
were just playing that recently.
Yes, I was. I just played through the whole game again.
Which now it's finally going to get another chapter.
I know. That's why I
Thank
started.
God.
That's why I played it again. Probably Telltale's best game, in my opinion.
I could agree with that. Yeah, I can get behind that.
But yeah, got some good games.
I'm
actually.
gonna go with. Oh Christ! Let's see. I had one picked.
Flapjack says
Metro
GTA
Redux.
hand down because it switched to the PS4 this year, and the graphics still hold up to this day. Yeah, I actually agree. And the Flapjack, oh shit, never mind, Minecraft.
Yeah, dude, exactly, man. Dude, Minecraft is the shit.
I
love how it's come full circle. People like played it, and then they said, "No, it's for babies," and then it's come all the way back around where people love it again.
I still can't get into it. I've tried. I have
Dude,
tried.
it's like life-size Legos.
I know. There's so much to do, and yet every time I try to play it, I feel like there's nothing to do.
I know what 2015 is going to be for you.
Yeah, let's have a look at 2015. Let's see what's
There's
going
no
on.
The
way
Witcher.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It's definitely not Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry. Flapjack, I hate the new Minecraft. I only play 1.8. I don't even know enough about Minecraft to know the difference.
Oh, I didn't even see. Okay. Oh man, I think it might. Yeah, it's got to be The Witcher for you.
Rocket League came out that year.
It's The Witcher. It's The Witcher. I just
For a minute I thought it was going to be Bloodborne, but yeah, there's no way it's not The Witcher.
no. Bloodborne is a very close second, but it's The Witcher. Oh, that's when
controversial
Scholar the First
opinion,
Sin came out?
I'm gonna go with Fallout 4.
Ugh.
Fallout 4, yeah, I know you're a huge Fallout fan. Even the bad
Just that
Fallouts are good to you.
I couldn't get into Fallout 4, man. Like the other ones I'm fine with, but I could only play it for like a few hours and I was bored with it.
Okay, well, to each their own. Oh shit, Rocket League also came out. Still gonna say Fallout 4, but
I
shout out
said
to
Rocket League and you just don't listen to anything I say.
Yeah, he doesn't listen.
I'm
Reed,
sorry, Matt. Did you say something?
Reed has the sound of his own
feelings.
voice echoing in his head. That's just how he lives life.
It's pretty pleasant. You should try it.
Really, I'm surprised you didn't pick Undertale though.
I like Undertale, but
because you suck Undertale's dick every time I talk shit about it.
Yeah, it's a really good game, but I Fallout 4 was just something special to me. It was just I was so hyped about that game for so long, and it came out, and it lived up to my expectations.
Idiosyncratic Podcast, Final Fantasy X Remaster. That's a good choice. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy X. I remember, like, back in the day, like, when I was, I must have been, like, 12, playing through Final Fantasy X for the first time, and not knowing what the fuck I was doing. Flapjack, I actually see no good games this year that I played. In that case, you should play anything on this list except Metal Gear Solid 5. Because it's the worst thing ever, and I hate it. I actually don't hate it that much. I'm upset with the story, but the gameplay is actually very good.
I think I'm going with The Witcher 2. Out of everything on that list, that's probably the one I enjoyed the most.
Yep.
Also, I didn't play a lot of games on that list.
That's fair. Moving right along.
2016 is a good fucking year.
Where the hell is... There we go. 2016. Was 2016 a good year?
It's got...
Modern Warfare Remastered, Dark Souls.
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Ooh, this was a good year. Oh, shit. I have to make a choice.
I know, right?
Oh, no.
Wow, Doom's on there too. You're fucked, Jeremy.
Yeah.
I had to make a choice. I don't like that.
I will be shocked if Jeremy doesn't guess mine.
Idiosyncratic Podcast,
Stardew
it held
Valley.
me over while I waited 15 years for Final Fantasy 15. We were just talking shit about Final Fantasy 15 like an hour ago.
We were trashing it kind of.
Flapjack, I want to play Witcher 3. You really should. You absolutely should. But ultimately, I am going to give...
So here, I'm just going to round out some of what I assume are going to be honorable mentions.
Yes.
Titanfall, Overwatch, XCOM 2, fucking great game. Uncharted, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is an amazing party game.
I own that and I've still never played it.
Civ 6, Inside, which is a great indie game. And then I'm going to wait and see what Jeremy says before I list the other.
Oh, I thought you were picking Jeremy's.
No, I'm saying those are just honorable mentions.
Yeah, I'm stuck between 3. But it's gonna come out to Persona 5.
Yep, and not Doom or Dark Souls 3.
Flapjack, Uncharted 4, Overwatch, Battlefield 1, WoW, Legion. Can't choose. This was a good year. Yeah, it's a really good year.
Yeah. I would also be tied between those 3 if this year didn't contain one of my favorite games of all time. Like top 5, I'd say, which is Stardew Valley, which has just been an anchor of a game for me. It's the game I always fall back to. It's the game I play to get away from games. I still play it to this year.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't agree, but
it. Yeah, well, it's a very it just captures a certain feeling, and it just.
Yeah.
Matt,
go with Dishonored 2.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Critically acclaimed games are so funny to go through.
Yeah.
From Flapjack.
It makes me wonder what I missed from going through the big list, though.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of like low key.
Yeah, there's probably definitely some hidden gems in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh wow, This is
Dude,
2017.
just the list of
It's
canceled
so
games.
tiny.
There was a
Bayonetta, Division
canceled
Sam,
game
blah, blah,
called
blah.
Core of the Orient.
There's literally only one choice in 2017.
Oh yeah.
It's Breath of
Did
the
you actually
Wild.
make a choice for 2016, Jeremy?
Yeah, I did.
What
He
was
said,
it?
Persona 5.
Persona.
Oh, that's good.
Idiosyncratic Podcast, Titanfall 2. Also a very good choice. That was on the list.
Titanfall 2's campaign was amazing. That, especially that one level. You know what I'm talking about?
Everyone knows at this point.
There's some really good options. Is this really the only critically acclaimed?
Yeah,
Wow.
this is it.
This must have been a rough year for games.
What got canceled? Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, Scalebound, Titanfall Frontline,
The Sega games on that list.
Meta World.
Yeah. So, the only games that really seem to be worth a damn are Super Mario Odyssey,
Breath of the Wild, and What Remains of Edith.
Divinity 2 is really good.
That's on there?
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, wow. That's one of the biggest games. Yeah.
Flapjack, I have a Switch, and I've only played Zelda, South Park, and that's about it, and it was worth it. I got Killer Queen on Switch, and it's real good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
I want to say Divinity 2, but it's always been so expensive I haven't bought it and played it. So
it depends.
I just got it during the sale. They like you can get every Divinity game if they sell it as a package. I got it. It wasn't too bad. It's like 50% off.
Yeah, between Breath of the Wild and if I'm feeling avant-garde, then I would have said What Remains of Edith Finch, but I don't feel avant-garde right now.
I didn't get to play them yet, so I'm not going to vote for Divinity Original Sin.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. I probably would pick it. I want to play that game so bad, but it's just never been.
My vote's for What Remains of Edith Finch. I just played that last week for the first time, and it was really good.
What'd you think?
At least I enjoyed it. It's a story simulation adventure, but I thought it was a really good story, and it was really fun.
I agree. We're looking at now 2018. Flapjack Dam 2018 also not a lot.
For 2017.
Oh, did you not answer for 2017?
A Skyrim VR.
What?
Yep.
It's Skyrim, but the monitor strapped to your face.
When did it came out that year, you read?
Yes.
Yes, it did. 2017.
What month? I believe you. I just want to look at it.
September, October, something like that.
Looking at 2018, also a very tiny list. This is actually an easy choice for me. I am going to give it to Nier Automata.
Forza Horizon 4 was really good. Smash Bros. Ultimate was so good. Monster Hunter World, holy shit. Hollow Knight, Dead Cells, Shadow of the...
See, that's why I'm surprised that it's such an easy choice for me.
God of the... What did you picture?
Nier Automata.
Oh, shit, yeah. I haven't played enough Nier to pick. God of War is really fucking good.
Flapjack, RDR2 for me, best game of all time. Yeah, that's a safe bet.
It's a really fucking good game. I'm probably gonna go with Smash Bros. Because it's what I play and what I have fun with the most. Really close second is God of War though, because that game fucks.
Flapjack says, "Wait, where is Detroit?"
Detroit.
Did you know that the critically acclaimed games doesn't include Hitman 2, which came out in November this year?
That came out in May. It just wasn't critically acclaimed.
It says November on the website I'm on.
What did you say, Matt? I'm sorry.
It says November for Hitman 2 on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, that's right.
Just to save our sanity, we're not going to go through all the games.
Yeah,
I know, but I have to look through them because I didn't see anything in the critically acclaimed stuff that I have played or.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, we're going to move on to the final year of the current decade, 2019, in video gaming. Critically acclaimed. Is there no critically acclaimed list?
Maybe it's because it's just brand new.
Yeah,
it's okay.
What did I give this year? I don't remember. That's gonna bother me. I can't remember what I voted for. The problem was I didn't think. From Flapjack. And Spider-Man also not. What the fuck? WoW Classic for me this year. That's a good choice.
Ooh, that is a good fucking choice. That's a great fucking choice. That might just be my fucking choice.
You guys went to the next year already?
Yeah.
Yes. Modern Warfare has been a surprise hit for me. I've played that a lot recently, and I've really enjoyed it. Oh, you know what? When did fucking Stellaris come out?
Not this year. I don't
It
know.
came out in 2017.
I'm struggling on this one, actually.
A lot of the really good games this year, I just haven't played. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair was a really good game. Disco Elysium. You know, we've done the podcast the entire year. You'd think we would know really bad.
I know. I feel like I have never played a fucking game before.
Now we're on a year. The year before this, you guys have played games and I haven't played any of them, but I have played some of these games, and you haven't played any of them.
Well, there's no critically acclaimed list for 2019.
Yeah, that's part of it, and just like I'm trying to think of like what I played that came out this year that really like stood out to me is like the absolute shit. I can't think of many.
I'm just gonna go with well, you're probably gonna say Death Stranding, right?
It's probably Death Stranding. Yeah, I think
you're a Kojima shill.
It's gonna be Death Stranding. I'm not a fucking Kojima shill.
You're
okay,
totally
I'm a bit of a Kojima shill. The Flapjack. This year was so bad with video games. A game from 14 years ago is my favorite game. Yeah, that's that.
I could agree with that.
2019 was not a great year. And that's the frustrating thing, because I saw like when E3 happened this year and they like said all the games were coming out this year. I was like, dude, this lined up to be a bomb ass year, and all the games that I was really stoked for got pushed back to 2020.
Yeah.
Did Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice come out this year or last year?
Last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'll be my vote for last year.
Well, actually, hold on, because it's here in April.
But it's for Nintendo.
Oh yeah, no, it released in 2017.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think the clear and obvious choice is I think that by far the best game that came out this year was WWE 2K20.
Flapjack as What Happened to World War Z. That looked pretty good. I just looked at that the other day. It's still active and it's still getting regular updates, and I know that people are still playing it. It looks like a pretty decent like Left 4 Dead clone.
Yeah.
The big issue that I saw is I felt like, all the videos I watched, I couldn't really connect to any of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my big complaint. Like that's what made Left 4 Dead so good. Is like the characters were so fun to play as. Like I remember back in the day in high school, we would always fucking argue over who was gonna get to play Ellis, because we all loved Ellis so much.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like we're burnt out on zombies, right? Like there's no appeal there.
I don't know. I feel like that you could do zombies right now.
I just feel like zombies are like background radiation. It's just always there. You just get
Days Gone was a pretty good zombie game that came out this last year.
2017 killed zombies, and yet they still kept coming back. We still had World War Z. What is the one with the fucking? It's the cooperative-based zombie shooter that you play a lot, and they have all the different zombie types.
Yeah, they just announced the new games.
Left 4 Dead.
No, it's kind of like that, but it's more like Call of Duty Zombies, and you have to like
the one where you're doing like where you're like jumping
and sometimes
and stuff.
Killing Floor.
Killing Floor.
Yeah, I forgot. I barely register those as zombies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because that's it had to like kind of evolve, but it's those are still zombies. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And then yeah, so yeah. Although
Flapjack,
there
Dying
is,
Light 2 looks good. I agree. Dying Light 2 looks very good.
dude, yeah, I like what they're doing with that game, and they're making it more story based.
Yep. And that's the thing. That's what I've been talking about for a very long time. Is zombie media always does best when you focus on the characters and just
Yes.
use the zombies as kind of a looming threat, as less of a like a plot
Mm-hmm.
point and more of just something to push the rest of the story forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Last
Uh,
of Us, perfect example.
Flapjack, I like
Um.
zombie games where they don't focus on the zombies. Yep, exactly.
No, he was quoting you. I think we should finish this up by talking about games that we're most excited for this upcoming year, right?
Doom.
Okay. I mean, I got one that tops that though.
What do you got? What do you got? The top set.
I'll bet you
There's
$20
a
that it's
bunch
gonna
coming
big
out
time
this
top
next
that.
year.
Yeah. Fucking Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh
Oh my
fuck! I forgot
The
about
god.
that.
biggest
How do I
fucking
keep forgetting
game.
about that fucking game?
Dude,
Because it's
it's like
overhyped.
No, this
it's
is the
like
thing.
Keanu
This is the
Reeves.
thing.
It's like you look at him, you look away, and next time you look, he's inside your heart.
I have this like perpetual cycle right now where
Mm-hmm.
I will forget that Cyberpunk 2077 exists. It'll go like weeks without thinking about it, and then somebody will mention it, and then I'm like scream and freak out, and all I can talk about is Cyberpunk for the next like 3 to 4 weeks.
It's
Yeah.
Deus Ex meets Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, Doom
What
Eternal
the
in
fuck?
March.
How did? That's such an accurate description. I didn't even think about
Ori
that.
and the Will of the Wisps. That'll be a good fucking game. Half-Life Alex. Oh, that'll be in March sometime.
The new Last of Us game's coming out.
Flapjack,
Uh-huh.
also the new Avenger and The Last of Us. I'm actually interested in the new Avenger game. I saw like the
I'm just it's weird, right? Because it doesn't have the same voice actors and the same
well, that's
style.
because
But
it's
if
it's
it's done
not
like the movies,
it's not supposed to be the movies. It's supposed to be like its own thing.
yeah. But I don't really like Marvel stuff unless it is the movies. I'm a basic bitch.
I'm sick of the fucking movies, so
Yeah, but you don't have basic bitch taste. So
that's an absolutely accurate.
You know what's been on every list for every year? Darksiders. It's fucking haunting me.
You are so mad about Darksiders.
Why do they have to bring out a new game every year?
They
Who
don't.
is it?
Boyfriend Dungeon is coming out next year
That's
or this year.
It's because it's a
It's a
popular game.
where it's a dating sim where your weapons are your boyfriends. Your boyfriends turn into weapons that you fight through the dungeon.
Isn't that the plot of Persona?
Maybe I should give Persona a try.
You literally it's not boyfriends, but you become more powerful through the actual literal power of friendship.
Yeah, but that's
Flapjack, the next year is going to be the best year for gaming. That's a hot take. I'll quote you. Well,
I don't think it's a hot take. It's you know
hold on.
a warm
I'm gonna quote him.
Vampire the Masquerade. That
Yeah,
game
I'm
will
looking
pop.
forward to that too. Is that just a regular RPG read, like action RPG, or is it going to be like roguelite or something?
Think of like Hitman, like style gameplay. We've got a big open map and you can kind of move around and interact with it, but it will be kind of RPG-ish, where you'll go on, you'll build up your character, and then you'll be able to, join different clans and build different styles of vampire. So
That's
that,
cool.
yeah, that'll be really good. And then like you can go through dialogue trees and solve problems in multiple different ways.
bigger. I can't go any bigger.
Where's it
It'll
going
go off the
to be
screen.
based? Do you know? Is it going to be like Louisiana, New Orleans type thing, or they just make up a place?
I don't know. Where is Vampire the Masquerade going to be set? Do you know? I think New York, right?
I don't know. Hold on.
All the stuff they released about it looked super good.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 setting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we are gonna get new consoles next year. All right, here's gonna be the real kicker, right? The game next year looks kind of okay. Like there's gonna be some good games. The problem is a lot of really big
Seattle.
games are gonna get dropped. A lot of really big games are gonna get dropped when they announce the consoles as launch titles. If they
Okay.
announce Fable anything, I will shit myself and be happy.
I don't think
also fucking Psychonauts 2 is coming out next year.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
you're gonna be super
Dude.
excited about that.
And Psychonauts is my favorite game of all time. Fucking love that game.
But yeah, I'm actually I do think Cyberpunk 2077 is my vote for like the game I'm most excited for next year.
I'm almost afraid that my expectations are too high for that game.
I keep telling you guys.
Vampire looks sick, and I loved Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 1. If you guys haven't played that yet, you should. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Which one?
Vampire: The Masquerade
The
Bloodlines. Yeah, the first one. Probably one of the best immersive sims out there. Flapjack, I hope Rockstar is going to get their stick out of their ass and release the game on PC for fuck's sake. Which one? Yeah, is that Red Dead 2? Because that's on PC now.
That's already out.
Yeah.
Right?
All of them.
All of them. Is there a
Rockstar
game that isn't on PC?
So yeah, I'm trying to think. Except like the really old ones, like Vice City.
No,
I mean like GTA 6. Oh yeah, no, that's the issue. That's my big complaint.
I don't think they're going to because Rockstar likes getting paid twice.
Yes,
they make an awesome game and release it on console. They get paid 3 times. They get paid an exclusivity agreement by the consoles to like make sure it's on console first. They get paid for selling the game, and then they get paid again when people eventually buy it for PC. So they get paid multiple
3 times.
Yep. They might even get paid 4th time if Epic buys their exclusivity.
Dude, yep. if they buy an exclusivity, if they get an exclusivity deal with Epic, I'm going to scream. I will scream on stream.
It'll be a scream stream.
It'll be a scream stream. I'll spend the whole podcast screaming.
Yeah, dude, what a great podcast this was.
Yeah, this has been a good time. I've been having a great time.
Yo, mad shout out to homie the Flapjack 123 carrying this podcast. This podcast would have sucked balls without him.
And Idiosyncratic Podcast. Thanks for dropping in again, guys.
Oh yeah, and Idiosyncratic Podcast. But you know what? They're not here talking to us, so they don't get a shout out.
Nope, they left.
Rockstar, Flapjack 123. Rockstar is the best game company. Quote me again. Vant for a second, guys.
I mean,
thanks to all the bots that joined our podcast: Atten, Commander Root, Dodge, XXXX, Mega, AXA, and okay, that's it.
The only problem with Rockstar is that they had a lot of crunch. Like they pushed their employees real hard. Yeah, but it was only a couple employees that complained. So I'm going to assume the vast majority of employees were happy to make the best games to have come out in the decade.
Or they're paid to keep their mouth shut.
Yep.
Jesus, that's a dark opinion.
All right. Will the big questions of the next decade? Will Half-Life 3 come out? No. Will Valve ever get their shit together? No,
probably not.
Will Bethesda
Half-Life
redeem their
Half-Life 3?
Their love by the community? Maybe. Will Blizzard sell out to China? Already have. Will Jeremy be Jeremy? Yes. Will Matt have a dope hat? Guaranteed.
Dope hat, Matt.
Will Reed talk too much? 100% sure. And will the Flapjack be here for a future podcast? Who knows? You got to tune in.
Only time will tell.
You know that I'm from Dutch. I'm from Dutch ancestry, just like Flapjack.
True shout story. Shout out to the Dutch. All right. Anything you guys want to say before we end the podcast?
Nope. Just let's do a normal thing. Matt, you got anything exciting going on?
No.
All right. Cool.
Well, I got one thing.
You got one thing?
Tomorrow is the draft for RD2L Season 19. Here's hoping I get drafted to a good team.
Oh, you don't get to keep your teams every year?
Nope. Every season, it's really cool because they just draft out of the pool of players, and so that way all the teams are balanced every year. So, yep,
All right.
Oh,
or
I
not
do have
every
something to
year,
share.
but
I
every
do have
season.
something to share.
Yeah.
Uh, the Starfinder game that I D&D'd tonight, that I DM'd tonight, went really well. I was a little worried after the first session, but tonight went really well, so I'm pretty happy.
Nobody
I
fell
was
asleep
I
this
was
time.
I was worried that like you guys weren't gonna want to keep playing, and I was
Yeah.
really hoping for this game to like take off and be a good one since it's my
Yeah.
first try.
Yeah, you got the
let's
chops for it, Matt.
let's
You
get a
got
round
this.
of let's get a round of applause in chat for Matt.
Thanks.
Hand clap emoji.
Hand clap emoji. We'll see.
All right.
Clap. There we go. I love it.
Just one.
All right,
Just
guys.
one.
Thank you guys so much for watching the Not Important Gaming Podcast. You can find us here on twitch.tv/NIG Podcast every Saturday night. Flapjack, thank you for being my entertainment for the year, guys. It's 5:30, so good night. Yep, we're heading to bed as well. You can find us here at Saturday night every 8:30 Central Time. That is 6:30 Pacific Time. You can also find our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Not Important Gaming. I meant night. That's I didn't even notice. You also find us on Twitter at Gaming Important. Other than that, I think we're done. So thank you guys so much and have a wonderful night, guys.
Good night.